Hi everyone, Meg here. Welcome to Fri-yay fireside chat. This is a bit of a different video. It is not a tarot reading or an oracle card reading. This is a video that I've thought about doing for a while. As always, you will hear me mention that I'm like, oh, I've got all these video ideas and maybe they will come out at some point, and when I just feel like doing it on a whim, then I do it on a whim. And so you'll see in the title that it says, how are you? Question mark. And this is the focus of this little chat, a Meg talk, not a Meg cast. I don't know, you know me, my Megisms, a little chit chat. And so these three words, they're really powerful words. And I want to mention there's a story behind this. So we know that if we go into a restaurant, if we go into a retail shop, it's like the standard greeting is, how are you? It's basically kind of mandatory. And myself, I know a lot of others, you would just be like, I'm good, I'm fine, thanks, you know, and just basically leave it at that. A couple of months ago, I went to my corner store. One of my favorite couples runs it. And every day that you go in there, the hubs is so joyful and jovial, and he's always like genuinely interested and is like, how are you? How's your day going? And the one day that I went in, he was just like, hey. And I was like, what's up? So then I asked him, I'm like, how are you doing today? And he proceeded to tell me about his day and, you know, went on a little bit of a vent and a rant. And at the end of it, he was like, thank you so much for listening and letting me share that with you. And I was like, thank you for sharing that with me. That is beautiful. I had that also happen. It was in the summertime. I went to Subway. And the lady that, when she was preparing my order, we were chatting and she was like, how are you? And I'm like, how are you doing? And she then was like, you know what? She proceeded to tell me about a previous customer that had come in and had like an expired coupon and was just yelling at her. And she was like, oh, it just really set me off. And then at the end, she was like, you know, sorry for venting and ranting. And I'm like, no, it's fine. She's like, thank you for listening. And I'm like, thank you for sharing. And so what I want to share with this, you know, these three words, really powerful, especially in the times that we're in right now where a lot of people are feeling disconnected. I'm just finding myself, and I know, I mean, I'm guilty of this. The beauties in my life know, especially when I do a shutout, and I'm not checking in with people. I'm not asking, how are you doing? And I'm really, really going to try to be better about that, because I really feel those three words can be really, really powerful and really mean it. And you know, and going back to, you know, people that work in retail and the restaurant industry, like, I'm not saying that when you ask how people are doing that it's not genuine. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying it's very much like a mandatory greeting but a lot of people don't open up and say, you know what? I'm doing good, or I'm not doing great, or whatever, and just sharing. And I'm just feeling in these times now with people, feeling a lot of disconnect, that I just think we should just be really genuinely asking people, how are you? And hopefully people will open up and share and know that it is okay if it's the good, the bad, and the ugly, or the ugly, to share that. So I don't know, just maybe a little Meg rant on my end. I don't know, I more so a share, because again, I've been thinking about talking about this for a while. So if any beauties that are watching, you know, I'm going to ask, how are you doing? Genuinely. If you want to leave a comment down below, if you want to email me, if you want to message me on Instagram to share, if that's better for you. Sometimes people just, you know, don't want to share in public spaces or whatever, but I'm just genuinely myself really trying to be better about that, to be checking in with people, to be getting out of my own way, because again, I can get into my hermit mode and it's all about me, which is also not a bad thing. As I always say, look after you if you need to. But I just think, especially with the times that we're in now, that we should, you know, just be checking in on each other. And even these connections with sometimes perfect strangers, to me, can just be really, really beautiful. So that's all, beauties. I will be back again soon with either a tarot reading or oracle and onesies, or I don't know, something. Anyways, hope you all are well, and lots of hugs and lovies. Okay, bye.